Welcome back to the Truth of Life, the podcast where we unpack our daily challenges so that we can have clarity, freedom, and the truth, because only the truth will set us free. Today, let us dive into this topic: perception, the false perception that is playing havoc into our world today. There's a lot of perceptions that happening in our life that make us to be confused, that make us to make wrong decisions, that make people to doubt themselves. And they are so false. So the first one, it's people, they believe that they are separate from one another. People, they believe that they live their own life different from someone. But whatever that you think about another person, it got so much to do about you. For you to think that that person, it's not right, it's not good. What is it inside of you that make you to think that about that person? Why do you have that false perception about someone? Why you believe the person is bad? There is something inside of you that comes out with that. So sometimes in life, it's because of our background, something that we saw happened. You can find out that maybe something happened in your life. Maybe you were robbed by someone who is tall, maybe skinny, dark, or with driving this kind of a car, So you always carry that thing with you. Now, when you see a dark, tall guy driving that car, it's something say to you that this person is going to rob me because it happened before. Someone who did something wrong to you, there's someone who look like them, then you just conclude in that, because we believe that we are separate from one another. But the most important thing that you need to look at is you need to take the facts, not your illusion, your belief, your background, your experience about that kind of a person or a situation. Most of the time, people, they've got this perception, this belief, this understanding that women are not good. Not everyone is like that. Just because you have met that person who was not good to you, not everyone is that same. So we are not separated, and most of the time it's because that person that you judging, they also have something that is inside of them that is hurting them, that made them to treat you that way at that time, because maybe they were trying to help themselves, to relieve themselves from the trauma. Someone might see you happy, living happy life and stuff, but just because they never had that chance to be happy, so they want you to be sad like them. So that person also is struggling from trauma, from childhood trauma, things that she never resolved. So when we put ourselves together, not separated, you will feel for another person that they are struggling, and they need help as well. So you won't be angry, you won't judge them in the way that you hate them, that you don't want to speak to them. You will judge them in a way that they also have something that they need to resolve in them. So we are not separated. And when we see people in that way of loving them, not on judging them, we will live a better life, because we will understand that we are not separated and we need one another to change one another to live a better life, and that it comes from a place of love. As much as when you love someone, you don't see their mistakes, you always see them as they lack something. You know, when you love your own child, even when they make mistakes, you can correct them, but you correct them in a right manner that show love, and you still move on with them. But if it's someone from outside, you just even stop talking to them, you start to hate them. But if we can put that as we are all one, as wanting one another to heal each other, to help each other, so that we can have that same beautiful energy that will be around us. So the wrong energy, that wrong energy of envying, of hatred, of not loving each other, of being fearful, it will leave. So it is a very false perception of thinking we are separated from one another. Another false perception, we think that things are not enough for all of us. We count ourselves, we are so many in the world, and we believe that things are not enough. So then we need to fight, we need to run and grab things and take for ourselves, because it's not going to cover each and every one of us. But that is also false perception. We do not love the same thing, we do not want the same thing. Then it gives us a chance of each and every one have different things. So there is a lot of things that can be for each and every one of us. That is another false perception that make us to be separated from one another. Because if you think that I want to have a beautiful house, someone else wants also the beautiful house, you think not everyone should have. That's why some people, they become happy if they are above others, and other people, they are below them, and it makes them feel good, because they want to have things for themselves, and thinking that when other people have things, it's like they taking from them. No, everyone deserves to have what is for them. We all are here in the world, and we all have our own different desires, and God is the one who made us to have those desires, and He's the one who made us to have the ways of receiving them. We are not here to fight. Everything is there, everything is enough. Just like the bird, they get food everywhere, they don't fight for anything. Even us, we have everything, and the reason is we don't even love the same thing. Another false perception that we people doing now, it's we compete about everything. This competition, it make us to think, because we already think that things are not enough, so we have to compete so we can get something. And we think that we are separated, we are not one. So everyone is taking for themselves. because we are separated. Everyone is for himself. And it's also a wrong perception. It's false. We mustn't compete. We compete not knowing the other person, what did they do to get what they have. Some people, they do wrong things, they do illegal things to get what they have. Some people, they do legal things, but they work more harder, or they got more grace, some people, they've been very lucky, or their parents, they gave them this. It's quite a lot of things that we don't know, but we want to compete with those people. And that is where you waste your energy, your time, because by that time you should be competing with yourself. Where am I now? What do I want to achieve? What can I do to change myself from here to another level where I want to see myself? So who do you supposed to compete with? It's you. Where you are, where you want to go, you can take advices from the ones that already have, but they can help you and tell you how to get there. And if it's aligned with you, then you can do that, not to compete with them. And only to find that you ask someone, how did you do that? How did you get that? And they will tell you, it's so easy. Just do this and that, and then you'll get it. But if you compete, you won't even have the guts of asking someone, how does this done? Then you will just keep on trying to do things to compete, and that's where jealousy comes. And when you start to have jealousy, you become toxic. That's when you start to hate people. You think things are not enough, and you separate yourself. But all these things, we can do it all together with love. And another false perception, people, they believe that they are better than others. We are not better than anyone. No one is better than who. We need each other. Just like a body. You need your mouth, you need your eyes, your legs for walking. You cannot compare the eyes with the legs. We are not made to the same. Even the organs that are inside, we don't see the heart, the lungs, the kidneys. They've got their own functions and they got their own structures. So we are all different and we are all unique. And we are all need one another. So people, human beings, we are unique and we are the part of the world that we need each other to accomplish our purpose in life. So most of all, we need to look at our purpose and do our purpose, because that's what you can do better than another person. When you compare yourself with who you are not, with someone, you are not doing your own purpose. Look first for yourself, for who you are and why you are here for. Then you can start to work on that and get yourself right. And by doing that, you will never cry about competing. You will never cry about things are not enough. You will never cry about people being separated. We need each other. This world, we need one another. If you are a teacher, you need children to teach them. So you are not separate. You can never be a teacher if you don't have students that you teach. So we are not separated. If you are a doctor, you need patients, people that will come to you. You are not separated. You cannot say you are a mother or you are a friend if you do not have someone you call a friend. We need each other and we do not allow to be separated. That's the false perceptions that we are going through in our daily life, and it's a challenge because it makes people to argue, it makes people to kill one another. Now there is a social media. It's just this thing that you have a perception of You see people always posting beautiful things about themselves when they go out and all those beautiful things. And now you start to think that, okay, people, they are living this life. No one is posting all the wrong things. I know TikTok is very, sometimes, there and there, most people that will say things and they will cry and tell the truth. And just because we want to help each other, so then they use that platform kind of people to hear them and to hear their true stories. But most of the time when we post beautiful things that we don't usually do. We even put the right filters so we can look pretty. That it's something again that when people see the filters and think, oh, beautiful people are so cute and beautiful, and look at me, they compete, they compare, and that is the false perception. You are beautiful in your own skin, in your own body. Everything about you is beautiful because you were made that way. Just like animals, there's a fish, there's a bird. You cannot be a fish who want to fly. You cannot be a bird who want to live in the ocean. Be who you are. And sometimes it's because from our background or because of things that happen in our life that make us to live that way. But after you understand that all this is illusion, it's false perception, it's what you thinking alone, it's not the truth about that person that you're already judging, then you can always start to change. And remember, when you start to judge someone, then you think first, is this a fact or is just me, my thinking about that? And you know what, you stop and you correct yourself and you move on. It's not easy because some things they have been there in you for a long time. You got a lot of disappointment in life, and now you are scared. It's like your body, your mind is trying to protect you from being hurt over and over again. So all this false perception, if you understand that my thinking, my understanding, it might not be the truth, then you can always pause, relax, and just look for love. What does love say about this? If this is the situation I'm in now, what does love say about this? How can I resolve it? How can I live around this kind of people? But you can only change that by using love, not fear. This is the end of our episode, The Truth of Life, where we uncover our daily challenges so we can have clarity, we can have freedom and the truth to set us free.